Around the end of the year, I was just itching for a deep reset. Actually had some big things happening this year that I just intuitively felt like I needed to make space for. But in typical Jessica fashion, I needed something dramatic and something fun to do it. So I went online and I found the Minimalism Game Challenge. It's a challenge where you get rid of about 500 things in 30 days by getting rid of one thing on the first day, 2 things on the next day, so on and so forth. To be honest, I was not just looking for a simple declutter. I was looking for a deep reset from my inbox to the things that I own to the priorities in my life. So if you're in that same place, you're needing to hit the reset button, you're needing to create more space, have a less cluttered mind, feel more light in your life, come along with me. In this video, I'm taking you along the entire challenge and sharing some very helpful strategies I learned, sometimes the hard way, along the way. If you're new here, I'm Jess, and I share all things minimalism, slow living, and intentional living in motherhood. Let's get rid of some stuff. This is just the first day. Should I be embarrassed right now? I have a minimalism channel. First things first is to have some form of accountability, whether that's like a visual tracker that you make on paper, people have them online. If you're a phone person, put it in your phone, or find a friend to do it with. If you're like me, you will just magically stop doing things halfway through and pretend like it never existed. You need a deadline, you need accountability. Behold, motivation. It's January 1st. I'm feeling the urge to purge. Number 2, be really flexible with the rules. I'm already not much of a rule follower, but I particularly found 2 things to be very helpful. I did not go in chronological order. This is something I actually saw from many other videos, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you're like me, you start with a ton of motivation. You're tackling the Goliaths, one stone at a time. Feeling pretty good about myself right now. Go to the bigger numbers. Take advantage of the ebbs and flows of your energy. Don't limit yourself if you want to get rid of more. So many hangers. Not only this, but I actually took it a step further and I did not declutter every single day. Now, before I was a mom, I would have loved the daily rhythm of knowing I needed to do something every day. However, things come up. Toddlers get sick, we traveled, whatever it was, I knew that expecting me to do this every single day was very unrealistic. But just like I had ebbs and flows with energy, when I had extra time, I did multiple numbers. There were some days I got rid of 80 to 90 things, and then I didn't do anything for days after that. I'm gonna get to cross off 26 and 25. Snack break, because I deserve it. Even if I didn't, I would still take it because I'm hungry. And I was so grateful that I did this because about halfway through, we got hit with a gnarly virus. I feel terrible. Number 3, go space by space. Having a game plan for how you are attacking your whole house is very important because you are gonna feel overwhelmed. If you just don't know where to start, instead of letting the numbers of the game dictate what I should do or where I should go, I just took it space by space and tried to get rid of as much as possible. There are some spaces that were already super decluttered, like my guest bathroom, that I had maybe 3 items to get rid of. There were other spaces like my garage that I could really rack up those higher numbers. Whenever I found things that I really questioned, should I get rid of it or not, I asked myself a few really helpful questions. Have I used this in the last 4 seasons? If you haven't used it in a year, you probably don't need it and aren't going to use it in the next year. Do I have multiples of this? Do I need multiples of this? Did I even know I had this? So many of us find things when we're decluttering we didn't even know we had, and we go, oh my gosh! But then the truth is, if we didn't know we had it, we probably don't need it. And the last one is a kicker. Am I keeping this for someone else? Maybe it's guilt clutter you're keeping because it was a gift from a family member and you feel bad, you don't want to get rid of it. Or maybe it's for a fantasy self. Oh, that's tight. It's a piece of clothing you bought because you wanted to be this certain size, or you were a certain size at one point and you're just holding on to those jeans. This video should be called Watch Jessica Wear the Same Thing for 28 days. Donate? Or maybe you got the guitar because you wanted to be someone that could play the guitar like really casually around like a whole bunch of other people. it's just sitting there, reminding you that you do not, in fact, know how to play the guitar. Whatever it is, keeping things for someone else and not who you are, who your family is, and what the needs of your family are in this season, it's not gonna serve you in the long term. This is all that's in there. It's not, I don't have that much. But somehow, in my guest bedroom, I have a turkey brining bag. Good news, it holds up to a 25-pound turkey. Minimalism to me is not just about having less things. It's about creating space for what truly matters in your life. Not to mention, when you get rid of the excess, you can highlight what truly matters. You can highlight the things that you own that you really love. You can put your money instead towards things that are very high value to you. Rue, your big girl bed's here!
Yay! Oh,
Daddy, can you help us?
I'll follow you, Dad.
It is a very big day in the Rothley household because today is the day that Miss Thang, our 3-year-old, who has co-slept her whole life, has decided that she is ready for big girl bed. I want to say thank you to Birch Living for being today's sponsor. Birch Living makes mattresses that are crafted with responsibly sourced materials like organic cotton, organic wool, and 100% natural latex. The mattresses are completely free from polyurethane foams, which can cause really harmful off-gassing, not to mention they are completely fiberglass free. They are Green Guard Gold certified and Fair Trade certified. And Birch Living actually has their own manufacturing plant where they ensure that no fiberglass is used. You like that mattress, huh? Is used in the production of their mattresses. We have actually been a customer of Birch Living before, and my family actually has a Birch Living mattress. And something I love about Birch Living is they have a 25-year warranty. So this is her bed for her entire childhood, basically until her feet are dangling off. This is her bed, and it's gonna like inflate. You wanna see?
Yeah.
Whoa! Cool, right? She is face in the mattress, breathing in anything that it would be off-gassing, and so we wanted to make sure that we bought something that was non-toxic, safe for her, and that she would be comfortable in and would last. They have a 100-day sleep guarantee, which means that if you have your mattress for up to 100 days and you are not satisfied, you can contact them for a return.
Comfy.
Comfy! We got the Natural Luxe, which features an additional organic cotton kind of pillow top softness that I know my daughter's going to love. She basically has gotten used to sleeping on me, so she needs a soft, pillowy mattress that is gonna feel really soft to her. We love Birch, and I think you will too. Birch's President's Day sale is now live. Head to the link in my description to get 27% off your purchase with my code BirchPartner27. Thank you, Birch, for sponsoring today's video. Number 4, do not neglect digital clutter. This is technically not in the challenge, but is something that is of very high value to me. So much of us feel cluttered in our mind because of our technology, because we have so much going on our laptop. So many of us work jobs that involve us being on technology. We're on so many social media apps that I can't focus, I can't be present. Technology is a big contributor of that. So dedicate 1 or 2 days of the declutter to getting rid of stuff in your inbox, to organizing your desktop, to maybe even getting rid of certain social media apps that are only contributing to discontentment and disappointment in your life. Take some time in this challenge to focus on your digital world because that is a huge contributor to clutter in your life. Number 5, this is a big one. Do not overthink the exit strategy. This is what trips up so many people, and me especially as well. So you get all your stuff, it's in boxes, it's in bags, you're feeling good, and then the questions come. Do I sell this? Do I have to get this organized to go to this person? And I said I was gonna donate this to this place, and you're just super tripping over how to actually physically get rid of the items. It's everywhere. Let it be known, this is actually not all the stuff we got rid of. It's just what's still here. Maybe you put aside a whole bunch of stuff that you want to sell, but weeks are going by, days are going by, you haven't posted it, it's draining to even think about. Hi, Mom. Do you want our tens unit?
Oh, let me think.
I get it that some items are really high value and you want to get money back for them. I'm not against selling things, but I've shared this before that something I have learned over many, many declutters is it's okay to not sell the item. So many of us think that it's a waste of money to just donate something, but the truth is that it either served its purpose in your home already and it's not a waste, or If you really didn't use it and it was an imperfect purchase, the money was probably already wasted when you purchased it, not when you got rid of it. 13, 14, 15, 16. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
And letting go of the guilt of feeling like you have to sell most of your stuff to make it worth it. It's only going to lead to more mental stress and overwhelm during this process. The last strategy I found super helpful during this last month was when you feel stuck and unmotivated, which you will, inevitably you will. I've dipped and ebbed and flowed in motivation. So I'm going to go through some areas twice and we're going to see what we find. Go through spaces twice. Take a reset, eat a snack, take a break, and then go through spaces twice. I promise you there is something about revisiting a space with a new day, new brain, new perspective that all of a sudden you notice things that you thought you were going to keep last time and you don't know why you decided to keep them. And so if you're feeling like you can't think of any more possible things you could get rid of, you're more overwhelmed than you ever before, go through those spaces you went through more than once, and I promise you, you will continue to refine those spaces more and more. Goodbye. I think so many people in their life, we often feel stuck and unfocused and burdened. One simple way to lessen that, even just a little bit, is by lightening the things that we own and changing our physical environment. I don't want my home to be a contributor to my stress. I want it to be a safe haven for my entire family. And though of course it gets messy, it gets chaotic, it needs tending to just like everything else, owning less stuff really does make that job a lot easier and more enjoyable for me. A month in, getting rid, I feel lighter. If anything, what I saw in myself this challenge was how prone I am to want to just stop when things feel really difficult. This month was actually hard. It was an ironically very difficult month to choose this challenge. Even though it's okay to take breaks, it's okay to not do it in 30 days. For me, the accomplishment of knowing that I set my mind to do something and I did it was an extremely encouraging thing for me. If you are about to do a decluttering challenge, if you're about to just do a house declutter, let me know in the comments below so I can cheer you on. I hope this video gave you some encouragement and motivation. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.